Okay, welcome to another special podcast for UAC. Today I have special guest, Dr. David Fletcher. We're so excited. I'm excited to talk to you today. We are in the running for the 20 most influential chiropractors, and I'm excited to have a conversation with you, Dr. David, all about all the things that you are doing to influence this profession. You've been chosen. This is awesome across the profession, not any specific technique or anything like that. It's across the profession as being one of the most influential chiropractors out there right now. So that's pretty awesome. Congratulations. And why don't you just start off telling us a little bit about you, just so that make sure, I think most people are going to know who you are, but I love for people to get to know you a little bit deeper.
Yeah, thank you. And it's really a surprising honor to be on the top 20. And I thank all those who nominated me for sure. I love to start these conversations of who you are, whether it's within chiropractic, to say very much up front, I'm a chiropractor and I love it and have been doing that I love to couch my age with a relationship of what the most important numbers. I've been a chiropractor for more than 33 years. Let's leave it at that. But I think one of the most exciting things about my journey in that time frame is that I've met the most amazing people and worked with the most amazing people. And it's that ability to hone year after year, decade after decade, this understanding of chiropractic that keeps me thriving in the role I have. You asked what I'm doing now. I'm the CEO and founder and owner of CLA, which is the scanning company that most people know about. And it's a wonderful honor to work with thousands of offices around the world and really bring the essence of what we know to be chiropractic, not a back care model, but an actual vitalistic turn your life on and turn your life on better model.
Yeah.
And that's what I get to do every day.
So cool. You get such a cool perspective knowing that you have this amazing piece of equipment. We have one in our office. Actually, we have two or three. And it's important. You got to be able to do that when you're seeing lots of patients. So, but just being able to see into, practices that are really speaking the truth about chiropractic and obviously showing proof that chiropractic works and having this amazing equipment to be able to do that. What are some of your insights, just being able to see bird's eye view into some of these practices about where the profession is going and what kinds of things you're seeing, in today's day and age?
I think that's a perfect, landing point. One of the things that I know, and I wish I saw more of, but I know for sure, is that there is a critical shift that's necessary for chiropractors who are choosing to be chiropractors, not biomechanists or kinesiologists, but who are absolutely choosing to be chiropractic, mavens, is that they need to make this critical shift away from the spine and into the nervous system. The reality is that the power of chiropractic through its adjustments, even through the spinal functions, is at the neurological level, brain-based, spine-based, spinal cord-based, otherwise. And so the moment that we start to take ourselves so seriously that we impact the lives of the people, not just the comfort or the feeling in these people, from the moment we begin an adjustive care plan, then one of the things that we know is that it challenges us to be better and better at knowing more and more about how the human experience works, not just how the human body works.
So huge, which is just awesome. So, what do you think? I know, obviously, with this nomination as an influential chiropractor, we're not talking about a popularity contest, right? We're talking about really influence. Okay, so that's so cool. What do you think led to this nomination? What do you think that has brought you to be an influencer in chiropractic?
Oh, no question. I paid off everybody, so I got the nomination. No, I can tell you that the strategy is quality and I would say resilience. And we've been around from a CLA perspective for over 30 years. And,
Yeah.
in that time, we've been radical in our innovations and otherwise, and so the profession has seen that we didn't sit still, and we've constantly been driving towards innovation, and throughout that entire time. And I think that really matters when people come to see that you're not really like a sniper just picking off a good idea and doing that, is that the intent behind it. And I want to share, because this comes through UAC, I want to share with you that the foundations of CLA are from the founder of UAC, with
True.
Patrick Brintampo and his wife,
Yeah.
Lori. I began being a consultant with them, a clinical advisor, and a dear friend of Christopher's and Patrick's in the late 90s. And together, we built a thriving relationship with chiropractic. And then time came for me to take it over, which, happened 15, 16 years ago. And so in that time, we have been so upfront about what we do. And here's what I love, Stephanie, about the path that was taken from the founders originally to where we are, the founders now of the new world,
Yeah.
is that we never wavered one moment from what our ideation was of what chiropractic should be, could be, and how we interact with it. And we have sort of a statement within ourselves that says it's chiropractic as it was meant to be.
Oh,
And
I love
the reality of that is that, it's in my email, is that I'm Fletcher at subluxation.com. We don't hide from the fact that subluxation defines chiropractic. So I think those are influential moments. And the fact that when you're around that length of time, we serve the chiropractors actively, and I mean not just talking there, but we serve the chiropractors actively in just under 38 countries, and we're doing, I don't know, I think somewhere between 6 and 8 million scans a year. So, we're intervening with the medical paradigm, and we're really shifting the consequences of being under chiropractic care.
Yeah, and true chiropractic care. Going back to our
And
roots,
true.
right? Like I feel like a lot of the times that's where we need to ground ourselves, is like in our roots and what started this whole chiropractic journey. So it's so cool to like see you do that. How does being an influencer sit with you? How do you feel when you hear that?
Well, well, first off, it makes my heart sing, because it means that there's been this purpose that's been
Yeah.
recognized. So I'm very, very thankful for that. The second is that it comes with a responsibility, and I mean that most seriously. Nancy, my wife, and I, who run the company,
Yeah.
made a dedicated choice that we would be philanthropic towards the colleges, and
Yeah.
so we support 6 different colleges. I'm leaving tonight to to fly over to Scotland, and we've been some of the founding benefactors of that college, because, first off, I love the people involved in it, but because if chiropractic is to thrive, it has to have a foundation in how we train, teach, and inspire those who will come in behind us. And
Yeah.
the people who are in New Zealand and in Scotland and in Sherman and in Life and in Life West, those are the people we are so connected with, that drive this message up and forward.
That's awesome. Well, you're definitely leaving a legacy, so keep it up. And thinking about, yes, a legacy, like, it's also fun to hear, like, you've been in chiropractic for a long time.
Yeah.
Who do you look up to? Who's been some of your biggest influencers?
Well, it would be wrong if I didn't mention Patrick and Christopher.
Yeah,
I have had the pleasure of knowing personally the greats within chiropractic, whether it was Reggie or Sid or Sig, and I think if you just sit in a room with those people, it just comes off of them into you, that certainty, that love, that desire. And it's my goal to try and do that with the, I don't ever want to say the youth, but with the inspired others. And if I
yeah.
can be that sort of, that moment that makes a difference in a chiropractor's forward progression, I've done my job.
That's so awesome. I love it. Okay, how about like just thinking about the profession right now? What is just
Yeah.
resonating with you in the profession right now? What are some changes that you see coming for you, and what are you going to do next?
Well, oh, that's exciting. I have to frame this because I was, waiting for this interview, or at least the podcast. And
Yeah.
here is the coolest thing. A Costco flyer came, or that little magazine that Costco
Yeah,
does. Everybody gets one, right? And I turned
from
to the
Costco.
everybody gets one. I I I turned to the centerpiece, and it says the communication highway, and it says know your vagus nerve in a Costco magazine, okay?
Hey.
That's that's how relevant neurology is to the public. People can talk about neurological dysregulation better than they ever have. People can use terms like vagal dysautonomia and the rest of this. And
Yes.
so if we as a profession get it right, and sadly, this group of us that are the as it is meant to be group, comprise the 20%, not the 80% of the practicing chiropractors.
Yeah.
If we hold our line, and we will be very attractive to it, like you said, if you hold your line, you get infinitely busy. The,
Yes.
the,
So true.
the population is infinitely curious, and we can provide everything that they want. I mean, everything that they want. So, where's the profession going? I can't read the crystal ball on that, but I know that the intent is that there is a growth in the desire to look deeper into the neurologicals. And I know that that's the path that will make chiropractic become the profession it was always meant to be.
Yeah, absolutely. Sticking with the nervous system and understanding like how that is the power that made the body heals the body is so
Yes.
incredible. And like anytime we have that up on our wall in our office, and that's something you come back to,
Yeah.
and it's like a truth that rings to like everybody's truth, you know, like so that makes such a huge difference. So I'm so excited. Dr. David, I'm so happy to have you today. I really
Wow.
appreciate you sharing everything. Any parting thoughts, any things that like you want to tell the profession, especially as we're going through this whole nomination process?
Yeah, vote for me because
Yeah.
I'm going to make a difference too. Yay! But seriously, to be involved in the top 20 influencers that move this profession to the right place, it's a great honor, and I absolutely love the idea of looking forward within chiropractic instead of trying to fight old battles. Let's pick off really fantastic new strategies so that we don't have to keep looking backwards, but looking forward to a fabulous future.
Awesome. Keep up the good work. We are so excited for you. And thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for inviting me. I appreciate it.
Awesome. You did a great job. Thank you.
Yay! Well, look at with that smile coming at me,
Oh,
how could it be
yeah.
anything but total dude.
Yes.
Why not? And
Absolutely.
I do if you've got one more minute, and I'll just say it,
Of
there's sort of
course.
an interesting moment here. So when I was taking over CLA, and it included creating wellness at the time, UAC was
Yeah.
was in that block of things that Patrick owned that he was moving over to me. And I said, "Listen, that's not me, that's you guys, that's Lori and you, Pat." I said, and so he's like, "Oh, you should come and be part of it." And of course, my intention has always been to make time for it, and I just haven't. But the future is there, so be aware I'm gonna be coming in and being a
Oh,
UAC
we
member.
love it. You would love it. It's so fun.
You know what? I saw Boston. Well, it's crazy because Malcolm and Kate are dear friends of mine too. I mean, half of the UAC are dear
Oh,
friends of
yeah.
mine, but Malcolm and Kate are doing it, and I'm like, "Oh, I don't know." They're flying into Boston from Perth, and I could walk to Boston from Toronto. It's that close, so I have no excuses other than my schedule. I'm really booked out, which is kinda nice, but kinda crazy. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna keep it on list, I promise.
Well, we would love to have you for sure.
Well,
So,
thank you. I can't wait,
yes.
actually.
Yeah.
So until we meet next time,
Sounds great. Thank you so much.
a bientôt. Be well. Take care.
You too.